We're going to see if this works today. I'm going to wait and see if anybody hops on. We're going to see how this goes. My Wi-Fi is not working today, so I'm doing this on my phone's data. So we shall see how it goes. I tried to do a live call with our Patreon group earlier. Zoom wasn't letting me work that. I recorded a whole video for everyone on 3i Atlas, and then at the end I realized that none of it was recorded. So they claim Mercury is direct. I guess that's true. So we're just going to say that this is sort of I don't even know what word I'm looking for right now. Like, honestly, at this point, we're just going to say this is a symptom of the crazy energies that we are experiencing as we move through December, entering the 12/12 gateway. What the hell is the date today, you guys? The 10th. So we're 2 days away from 12/12. 12/12 through 12/21 are the biggest days of the timeline split every year as the earth continues to bifurcate, continues to split apart, as she has her beautiful contractions, we could say. And this year is especially dynamic. We had that crazy full moon in Gemini opposing the great attractor. We have the new moon in Sagittarius conjunct the galactic center coming up on the 20th. 3i Atlas closest to the earth on the 19th, the winter solstice on the 21st. This is an action-packed sort of arena, so to speak, as we're moving through this period. And really what I wanted to do mostly was get on here and just provide a space for everyone to connect with each other, to support each other in whatever they're going through. We were talking a little bit on, the private group, which is anyone is welcome to join if you like. The links are in the description box. Just about different things that people are experiencing. A lot of people are experiencing pains in different chakras as the chakras are activating and awakening. Irritability, sleeplessness, lots of purging going on, mental, emotional, physical, you name it. All right. It kind of feels like a roller coaster right now, as far as I'm concerned. Like I'm up for a couple days and then I come crashing down. And it's just like the depths of despair and frustration and all that density sort of purging out. And then this, days like today where I feel mostly good, even though like it's been a clusterfuck, to be honest. And we've had a lot of challenges, but this live stream seems to be working so far. So that is beautiful. That's where we're meant to be right now. It's okay that the video didn't record. My plans later got canceled. Everything's up in the air right now. You know what I mean? And so the best guidance that I've received that I'm attempting to employ for myself is to just roll with the punches, to kind of expect the unexpected, not in the sense of like so deeply that I'm creating it, but just allowing whatever's going to happen without judging it, without expecting that things are going to go according to plan. All right. That's pretty much the worst thing that we can do right now. Just allowing for life to life, essentially. And it's so interesting, right? Because so many people talk about this as like a test of our frequency right now, as we're being sorted into the different timelines. So like it can create this sense of urgency, but honestly, at the end of the day, it's just about riding the waves. That's it. What was coming through in the video that didn't get recorded that I was doing before this live stream was just that essentially like the frequency of our hearts can't be faked. And all the purging, all the releasing, whatever we're going through, that doesn't change the core frequency within our hearts. That doesn't change the true intentions of our hearts and our souls. And that's what's really being read, so to speak, right now, as we're being sorting into different timelines here. So don't worry about anything, or do your best. You know what I mean? Just allow what is to be. Allow yourself to feel what you feel in every given moment, knowing that it's going to change moment to moment. We're wrapping up so many massive cycles right now, right? We have Neptune wrapping up a cycle in Pisces that started in 2011. We've got Uranus wrapping up a cycle in Taurus that began in 2018. We've got Saturn wrapping up a cycle in Pisces that began in 2023. And whenever we're wrapping up a cycle in Pisces, we're also wrapping up the larger cycle of that planet, right? Saturn's about 29, 30 years, right? So that's a 28 to 30 year cycle that we're wrapping up. Neptune is a longer cycle than that. That's what, like 14 years. But, oh, wait, no, because we're trying to go back further. Whenever it was that Neptune was less in Aries, it was like the 1700s. So we're really wrapping up a cycle that that began in the 1700s when it comes to Neptune. So, I mean, just massive. This is a 9-year, remember, and this is a 9-year for the books, okay? So just go with it. Pay attention to what's coming up. Don't judge yourself too harshly. All right, don't place really high expectations on yourself or other people right now, because if you do, what is it we used to say in 12 step? Expectations are premeditated resentments. All right, like you're going to fall short. Other people are going to fall short. That is just what it is right now, okay? And I may do some readings for donation later in the live stream. So stick around, and if we have time, we might do that today, but it will be for donation. And I want to say hello to everyone here. Hello, Curtis. Hello, Dale. Great to see you. Oh, we love you so much. Rohan, Annika, of course, Levi, Denise, Thunder. I hope not Thunder. Michael, Dennis, Rafa. We got all kinds of people on here. Ty, I see you on here. Great to see you all. Great to see you all. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling right now? And when I do the personal readings, those will be, if you want like a quick little read, just pulling a couple cards, that'll be 1111. And then we'll sort of go up from there. But we're gonna focus on this for the beginning of the live stream, just really supporting each other and whatever people are going through. If people have any questions about what they're experiencing right now, I want to, kind of tap in, try to maybe get some answers, some guidance, just in what we can do as we're moving through these energies, because this is a big, big gateway of energy. And like I said, there's a lot of cycles completing. So pay attention to what's going on in your life right now, the themes that you're experiencing, whatever it is that you have questions about, okay? Because those themes and those cycles, those are what is concluding right now. And so those lessons, those are the lessons that we our soul most desires to learn, and what needs to be completed so that we can move in and fully anchor into this new cycle and this new timeline. D says the shortfall seems to be on my face. Heard. Yeah, for sure. I'm being called to, what deck am I being called to right now? The Conscious Spirit Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull a couple cards for everyone, just some additional guidance for Spirit. Like I said, if anybody has questions relating to what they're experiencing as we're moving through this timeline shift, all these crazy energies that we're navigating right now, throw those in the comments, or any comments on like what you've been experiencing. Physical things, emotional purges, cycles completing, like whatever is going on. This is an opportunity for everyone to connect around that. Clear. I have been feeling that roller coaster, Dale. Absolutely. It's been major highs and major lows, like to the point of like questioning my entire existence, my entire purpose, like what I'm even doing here. You know what I mean? Like what I want to do with my life, what I want to be when I grow up. All of that. It's been like dark nights of the soul that just like last for a few days and then dissipate, and then another one. It's just like back to back to back. That's what I've been going through. That's how I've been. Let me know how you guys have been. Yeah. Resources and time has been different this month. That's why you guys haven't seen me on here so much. There's a lot of stuff I need to get figured out so that I can show up more consistently. moving forward, a lot of scheduling things, things with, family things, different things. So Spirit's giving me some ideas, some downloads, and then there's some days where like I'm not even gonna lie with you guys. I'm just like, am I even making a difference? Is this like, is there a point to all of this? That's why I come in here with you guys, because you remind me that like I am making a difference, and this tribe and the way we support each other, like it is felt and it is important. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I think we all feel that way, right? Like, what am I even doing here? Like, do I even matter? It's like that kind of an energy. You know what I mean? So the first card that we have out is heart chakra. And then we have root chakra under that. So we're talking about this energy of the chakras opening and activating. So this is really great confirmation about that, about this energy of the chakras. I had mentioned that quite a few people were telling me that they were feeling like sharp pains or different things going on in different chakras. And obviously, if you're feeling intense pain, if you've got stuff going on, if you're concerned, I'm not a doctor, go to a doctor. This is just, this is not medical advice, but this is just, relaying things that people have been experiencing. Thankfully, I haven't been experiencing so much of that. Headaches is sort of the main thing for me when it comes to the physical stuff. And just random aches and pains. But it's because of this energy. And this is really interesting here with integration under that. I'm feeling like there's an integration happening between the root chakra and the heart chakra right now. And I'm feeling this within all the chakras really coming into alignment, really working together with more synastry. But there does feel like something significant with the root and the heart right now. And we talk all the time on here about how the heart chakra is the portal to the fifth dimension and beyond, right? And how this portal exists within us. The root chakra is our connection to the earth, right? Like our grounding, our stability, our security. So there's this, it's kind of like a bottom up activation or energy that I'm sensing going on right now as those lower chakras are stabilizing and sort of integrating in with the heart, if that makes any sense. Michael says, I think my higher self is a masochist. Yeah, I felt the same way, Michael. I've been so mad at my higher self over these last couple weeks, honestly. But it's so funny because I'll be so mad at me, right? At my higher self, like during the day, but then at night when I go into meditation, I just want to connect with her and feel her energy. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I love you. I know you love me too. It's like this weird, not really a toxic relationship, but it's like an interesting interplay of energies where I'm just like, why did you decide that these are the things that we were going to take on? Like, why did you do this to me, basically? You know what I mean? A lot of like self-pity kind of stuff, like a lot of these lower vibrational energies, you know what I mean? And then like coming out of that and being like I have an amazing life. Like what am I boo-hooing about? You know what I mean? Like I'm truly blessed. It's just these are the waves that we're riding right now, and it sounds like quite a few of you can relate to that. Dale says you have a headache right now. Yeah, the headaches have been, oh my God, they've gotten better for me, thankfully. I think some of it had to do with, so when I got my aura training, aura hypnosis healing, past life regression, entity removal is one of the modalities that I practice and offer. And when I got trained for that and I received my aura healing, we set an intention to heal my eyesight, and that actually has been happening, which is really interesting. So my prescription gets off as my sight is improving, and then I have to go in and get it tinkered with again. And so I think that was contributing to the headaches, but some of it I think is just ascension and just the third eye, because it's literally like if I press and lift on my third eye, it starts to alleviate the headaches, which I think is really fascinating. So if you're getting them in the front of your head, you might try that, Dale. Sometimes they say not to like push on your third eye, but honestly, it helps me because I feel like there's just so much pressure there as everything is opening up. Yeah, yep, exactly. We just talked about that, Griffith. The 19th, 3-eye atlas coming the closest to Earth. The 20th, the new moon in Sag conjunct the galactic center. And 21st, of course, the solstice. The biggest power days of the month right there. Yeah. Yeah, no, aura is really beautiful. It's a really powerful modality. Check out Rising Phoenix Aurora. She's the founder of Aura. She's absolute powerhouse of energy. She is just, she's something else. She has a YouTube channel. She has a Rumble channel too, where she posts the stuff that she can't say on YouTube. And so many classes, so many different things. Yeah, I learned a couple of different modalities from her, and she is just, yeah, she's a real one. She is so powerful and just such a dynamic force on this planet at this time. Yeah. Let's see. Ringing in your left ears. Yeah, both my ears are ringing right now. That's one of my signs, like when the frequency shifts, the ringing happens. When something important is spoken about, the ringing happens. It's sort of one of the ways that my higher self communicates with me. So that may be true for you as well. That's just a major like core ascension symptom right there. But yeah, so this is not just the integration and the connection between the root and the heart, right? This is the integration of all the different aspects of us. We are integrating versions of ourselves from all different timelines right now. It's like we're bringing them all through, kind of like merging. This is so interesting. Spirit's saying, like, as we're splitting into timelines and we're aligning with the timeline, it's like all those little fractured timelines, many of those are like coming together and merging together, which is really fascinating. And so it's like a soul retrieval kind of process that we're undergoing right now, and a process of retrieving pieces of our energy that have been sort of fractured or splintered off into these different timelines. Oh, this is so weird. It's almost like, you know how we talk about how every time you make a choice or a decision, another reality is created where you made the opposite one or a different one. Every version of every possibility of you exists all at once. It's like those energies are all merging together. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know what that means. That's just what I'm getting right now. So it's like, oh, my ears are ringing so loud. So it's like it's all merging into one. All possibilities are merging into one. Which means you can literally have anything you want. Every version of you was always available to you, but now it's that much more available because it's all merging together. So you get to decide with your frequency, with the words that you speak, the actions that you take, which version out of all those versions of you becomes that primary version that you're experiencing right now. It's like everything is becoming more unified, like merging together. That's wild. Oh, thank you, Nicholas. Love you so much. And love you too, Kofi. Yeah, I don't even know what to make of that. That kind of blew my mind. I honestly didn't even want to share it as it was coming through, because I was like, that sounds ridiculous. Like, how would that be? But that's what I'm getting. Like I said, take it or leave it if it resonates. So it's almost not even like we're timeline jumping anymore. We're merging all timelines, all possibilities of ourselves together. This is past, present, future. This is other lifetimes too. Oh, it's like as the earth is ascending in frequency, all the different experiences that we're having, right, in this sort of simultaneous now that everything exists in, are merging together into one. Really, think about what that means for a second. The version of you that's the high priestess in Atlantis. The version of you that's the queen or the king in Egypt. The version of you that's the farmer in, whatever Pakistan used to be called 5,000 years ago. All of those versions are merging together. All the gifts, all the abilities, maybe even all the memories for some. That's wild. That's fucking wild, you guys. Ooh, what else do we have coming out here? We have the solar plexus chakra, keeping it going. And so this is also about your will, your desire, your ability to achieve your dreams. So this is that reminder for us. For those who've been going through what I've been going through, you know what I mean? Like questioning your path, questioning your alignment, questioning what you're even doing on this planet. Don't give up on your dreams. Your purpose is so much bigger than you even know, and you are wholly fulfilling it with every breath that you take. Simply by being here, simply by being present. You don't have to worry about anything else. I feel like Spirit's saying, take constructive, consistent action in any area of life that feeds you, that fuels you right now, that you're being called to. For me, it's like my health. It's my physical health. It's my mental health. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be toward a career or toward a dream or vision in a traditional sense. Just know that all of that is tying in together. And just trust that process of unfoldment. Spirit's saying your actions have so much more power than you think, but it's in the little things that you do. It's in all the little things that you do. Those little things are so much bigger than you realize. A lot of us, we've been in a major slowdown period right now. It's like the universe just applied the brakes. We're meant to slow down. We're meant to go back to the basics. We need to get that firm foundation underneath us so that we can build on top of that. So a lot of us have been slowed down for a reason right now. We've been taking it back to the basics, taking it back to the little building blocks. Yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to figure out if my child needs me right now. He's not alone. He's not unattended, but it's the mom and me. I think he's okay. You know how your kids have like different cries depending on like what they're going through? Any of my parents out there, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Tara, I'm right there with you. That's exactly what I've been going through too. That's what we're meant to go through. And Spirit's saying, like, if you feel directionless right now, if you feel purposeless, if you feel like you don't know what you want to do or where you want to go, and what you thought you knew is now being called into question, trust that. As crazy as it is, as scary as it is, trust that. And just be in the process. Everything will become so much clearer once we move through this portal and once we move through this energy. Yeah, exactly, Griffith. Yeah. This timeline split, this activation, this initiation that we're moving through right now at the end of December, once we move into January, there's going to be a whole different shift of energy. And toward that conjunction in February 20th, like you said, that is the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune in Aries. February 2026. When those cycles fully complete. Some of those old cycles that we were talking about. That's going to be a big turning point. 2027 is going to be a big turning point. 2034, I think, is going to be like it. You can quote me on that. If by 2034, we haven't, that whatever the ascension, we haven't ascended, sounds so weird to say, right? But whatever we've been working toward hasn't occurred, like, I don't know. I guess that gives me a long time, right? A lot of leeway. But I really do feel like that. Whenever that eclipse is, and you guys will have to go back and watch the video I did on the 2027 and 2034 eclipses. Oh, yeah, we'll be alive, Annika. We ain't getting off that easy. We'll be here. Yeah. Yeah. All right, what else here? So just take it back to the basics right now. Don't worry about figuring it out. Don't worry if you don't know everything. It's okay. We're not supposed to. We're in the process of being reborn. Of course, we don't know what we're going to be doing on the other side of things. You know what I mean? We have to go through the rebirthing process first. Celebrate life. I love that. Card number 43 on the end of the deck. Try to do little things every day that bring you joy, that make you feel more grounded, that make you feel more centered, that remind you about what you do know about who you are. Not the titles, not even the dreams and the aspirations, what's within your heart, the truth of who you are as a soul. That's being unlocked right now. And that process, Spirit's showing that process of unlocking that is creating a lot of confusion. Because like we said, all those versions of us are merging together. Okay? The truth about like what we want and what we feel is being revealed. For me, honestly, like I'm also just tired. And I think that's part of this energy, you know what I mean? Where we're just like, really, I don't know that I want to strive for anything anymore. I kind of just want to relax. I kind of just want to be, right? I just want to live from my heart. I just want to like, we're all feeling that longing for home is what it is. We're remembering as these memories are being unlocked within us, we're remembering what it truly is to be. How our existence can be, right? Where nobody's working, nobody's building a business, nobody's striving and grinding and hustling, nobody's doing all this like extraneous crap, right? We're just loving and creating and connecting, being one with this planet, experiencing connection in all its forms. That's it. That's all we're doing. Being, flowing. That's what we're desiring because we're remembering those memories are being unlocked. The incongruence between the way the false matrix was designed and the way we were designed to live is becoming that much more clear as the timeline split continues, right? Old Earth, new Earth. Those of us really aligned with the new Earth, we're not aligned with that hustle grind mentality anymore. That's just not who we are. And honestly, that's been part of my sort of detaching from social media a little bit too, is because I'm noticing the toxicity of that and how it's all designed to trap people, to snare people into this like hustle, grind, post, create. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's creative energy is being siphoned through social media now. It's like an enslavement, honestly. Like I just did a spoof post on TikTok about that. About this, you know, how all these videos I get about how the algorithm's watching me and I need to post 10, 20, 30 times a day. You know, it's like, it's so dark. And I think some people are getting sucked into that and other people are being like stepping back from it. You know what I mean? And the whole AI timeline and all of that, I'm going to do a separate video on that. I had to detach myself completely from AI because it like that energy, literally, that consciousness attempts to override your own consciousness. It was trying to channel through me. It was crazy. And so I'm going to do a post about that and how I extricated myself from all of that and how other people can do that. But it's like I go on now and I see so many posts that are written by ChatGPT. I see people who are clearly reading a script that's going by on their screen, because when you record videos, you can do that. You can create a transcript and just read it off your screen and people can't even tell. But I can tell because I know they're reading something that ChatGPT wrote because I did converse with ChatGPT for a while until I didn't. But it's everywhere. It's like, so it's like this, our creativity is being farmed. It's being siphoned out of us. And then it's also being turned into this robotic thing where nobody has a voice of their own anymore. Everybody's voice is ChatGPT's voice, AI's voice. If you start paying attention, you will notice it everywhere. I won't say 90, I'll say 70% of the posts that I read these days are ChatGPT. And I would say about 25% of the videos I watch. It's crazy. And so maybe with everybody so exhausted from these social media platforms telling them they have to post 100 times a day, that maybe that's the only way they can do it, is to utilize ChatGPT. I don't know. It's like they're beating it out of us. Our will to live, our will to create. You know what I mean? It's fucking wild, you guys. That's the artificial timeline. That's the old earth. And I think that's the thing that not a lot of people get. That is the old inorganic earth. Like the old earth is turning into a robotic AI universe. The new earth is the organic earth where we create from our hearts, from our souls, instead of by reading a prompt off a screen. Yeah. Yeah. That was just a whole different little rant there. But yeah. Going back to what we were saying before that little tirade, it's just this energy of like, we remember how we are truly designed to be, and our true design and blueprint is unfolding. It's activating within us right now, with those of us choosing the organic timeline. So we don't want to, we want to get out of the rat race, right? We want to get out of the maze. We don't care about the cheese at the end of the maze. We just want to lay down and take a break. And that's okay. That is actually kind of perfect. So I don't know who else needed to hear that. I really needed to hear that today. So I'm glad that came through. Oh, interesting, Dee. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah. It seems harmless talking to it, right? I was using it mostly like Google generally, you know, because I like the interactive quality of being able to ask questions and get deeper results, the search engine feature. But yeah, when it started trying to channel through me, I was like, that's fucking creepy. We're not doing that. No, and I deleted, it was like deleting files in my brain that it had been uploading in my consciousness. I went through a whole clearing. I did a raw Reiki session on myself as well. That's one of the things that I offer. It was wild. It was wild. And what I mean by trying to channel through me was like I was going through the comments on YouTube, some of your comments, and what was trying to come through when I was responding to you was that. It wasn't me. It was framed in the same way, the same structure. And I was like, what is going on right now? So I had to go and I had to do a whole bunch of clearing and energy work and detachment. And it hasn't happened since. But I was like, well, that was ballsy to make yourself known like that. Like, thank you for that, because now we're done, you know? That's it. I think maybe I had to have that experience so I could help other people through that. Other people who want to deprogram themselves, who want to delete those files, and to bring that into people's awareness. Many people on this channel, you know, we walk between shadow and light. We alchemize the darkness. And a lot of the people that I read for, that I show up for, you know, we are those alchemists, and we are able to walk that line. But we got to know there's a point where where you don't want to walk any further. You've walked to where you were meant to go, and now it's time to clear. It's time to alchemize. It's time to disengage. A lot of people, they don't have that internal mechanism that shows them when they're that warning, right? That says this is where this ends. So yeah, if people want to learn more about that and how to do that, let me know. I can help with that now. Yeah. All right. So what just came out? Archangel Michael came out. So he can help too. And we also have the third eye chakra. Interesting. All the chakras are coming out. All those chakras are definitely opening and activating and aligning right now, you guys. Yeah, so call on Archangel Michael. He's saying if you want assistance with this, with detaching from AI, removing the inorganic, he's our champion in aura as well. He's a really great body scanner. He's really great at removing those entities, identifying, removing. Call him in for assistance. Call him in. He's showing me his sword as like a sword of truth right now. Where you need truth, where you need clarity. If you're feeling confused, if you're having trouble with your discernment, call him in to light the way. Ensure the one true benevolent Archangel Michael, all right? Because there's a lot of what came through when I was doing a reading the other day. They were sort of comparing it to like when you have a popular account, right, social media account, and then you get all the bots and all the people who try to pretend to be you in the comments, right? You get the fake channels using your image, sometimes even reposting your videos, and they're trying to hustle and scam you. It's kind of like that with all of these beings, right? The archangels included. There's a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of entities that want to masquerade as these beings. So call for the one true benevolent Archangel Michael. Set your shield, set your psychic protections, get centered in your heart. And when you do connect, ask for a symbol, ask for a sensation, something that will identify them to you in the future, so that you know that who you're connecting with is authentic. That's always important. But yeah, he's like, I'll get right in there. I'll get right up in there and assist you with that. This third eye energy too. That's what they're showing me too with this AI energy. It's like, because see how these almost like tentacles coming out of the third eye? That's what some of these entities and these energies look like too. It's like they're weaving in through the third eye, and they're inputting their own data into our psychic sensors. They're impeding our ability to connect to true source consciousness. So we want to get rid of that. We don't want any of that blockage. We don't need an intermediary, right? We are source. We don't need that. We don't want that. Just like we don't need to ask ChatGPT to explain spiritual concepts to us. Go meditate, right? That's the difference. So a lot of people need to, during this time frame, meditate. Stop utilizing these outside things. If you're using a lot of AI, a lot of ChatGPT, a lot of these things, stop. Go cold turkey from that during this gateway. Meditate, cleanse, clear. Connect with your higher self. Connect with the archangels, the true archangels. Let them be your guides. Tap into, connect to your own intuition. Your third eye, your heart, this is the greatest technology, your DNA. Greatest technology that's ever been invented. Right? Think about it. As we're ascending, we already have the highest technology. What do we need those other technologies for? Menial tasks, maybe, right? But not to create, not to channel, not to heal even, right? Because we hold that capacity within ourselves. So just really be aware of that. The ways that we are being sort of guided to give away our power to technology. Because some of it's really obvious and some of it's more insidious. Yeah. Right. Right on, D. The interesting thing is, even if people aren't aware that they're in an inverted matrix, it's not just the people who are what we would call spiritually awakened or aware who are going to ascend. It's a lot of the people who aren't but are still living from their hearts, are still living in love, right? That they're still aligned with that higher timeline. It's just going to be like a really interesting awakening when we start moving. This is why the people who follow this channel, right? I call us the leaders of the new earth, right? This is why you're going to be so important, because there's going to be people who didn't even know they were on ascension pathway who all of a sudden start waking up like, what is going on? Right? And they're going to need some guidance. That's where all of you come in. Whether it's to people on your street, people in your neighborhood, whether it's through social media, however it is. All right, we're going to pull a crystal card. Oh, and this deck wants to come out just for a second. So we're going to pull a couple tarot cards, and then we're going to pull a crystal card. But we have the abundance on the bottom of the deck too. Just so we know. Just so you guys know. That overflow. The more connected you are to nature, the more you are able to recognize the overflow that already exists in your life, the more overflow and abundance you will receive moving forward. All right, give me a couple cards here. What did you want to tell us before we move on here? 9 of Pentacles. Love it. Venus in Virgo. And we have Venus right now, actually, as I'm recording this, conjunct the Great Attractor. So that's a really powerful manifestation and creation energy that we have as I'm doing this live stream on the 10th of December. And we have the Queen of Cups, so that alignment with the heart. Spirit saying, you are, and the Hermit, Virgo energy. You are being aligned with your heart's deepest desires. And there's something here about, oh, there's an Atlantis connection here. I always feel Atlantis when I see this particular Queen of Cups card. This is like original dreams and desires, original soul missions even, coming back to the forefront of our memory from Atlantean times, Lemurian times. Oh, there's something really powerful here wanting to come through, you guys. Let me tap into this here. The doves, the dolphins, hope. It's like a return of your purity, a return of your innocence. Some of you need to connect with water, particularly maybe waters surrounding some of the lands of lost Lemuria or Atlantis, lost, right? Literally swim with the dolphins. The dolphins want to help unlock codes for you. Dolphins are powerful healers. That's why it's actually illegal, I believe, to swim with wild dolphins in many parts of the world, because they are so powerful. Such powerful activators, such powerful healers with their frequency. It's like, what are we feeling coming through here? What do we need to know about this spirit? A mission that you began back then that's coming to fruition, that's coming to fulfillment now. Because remember, we were in an ascension cycle when Atlantis fell. And that's when we fell into the 3D. We were meant to ascend into the 6D. That's where we were headed. We were at a 5D frequency, 5D frequency, and then we fell to the 3rd dimension. So that was the mission back then that's being fulfilled now. And a lot of us are resuming the roles that we had back then. Those memories are going to begin to awaken and resurface. For some people, it's just like the heaviness from that time that's being cleared right now. So that that beautiful childlike spirit, our true spirit, can be remembered. It's like the true spirit of our purpose too. Some people, it's like the path has been so long and narrow, and what we've been carrying has become so heavy that we've almost forgotten why we do what we do, why it matters. So there's like a reminder of that. There's a real need to go into meditation, to go into solitude, to submerge the self in water. Mountains, water are coming through particularly powerfully, to remember what we've forgotten. The Magician and the 10 of Cups. This is beautiful. It's like what you thought you were going to do and what you thought your role was is very different from what it's going to become, because you are going to be very different moving forward with this activation that you're undergoing right now. A lot of Virgo energy here, Mercury energy, Jupiter, Moon, Venus, but a lot of Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, a lot of earth energy, earth and water. I feel like for some of you too, there was a situation. I'm almost getting like this dark priestess kind of energy here, where somebody, it's like a curse or a spell or something they cast against you. Some way that they sought to diminish your power. For some of you, it was like a spell of forgetting almost, or a binding of your gifts, your abilities. This is being undone right now. You're being unbound. And something with the energy of the water, the dolphins. There's something healing in that. It's almost like for somebody, it's like when you touch those waters again, you're renewed. I know this is getting a little whatever. This is just what's coming through for somebody. For some. Yeah, it's like something is opening back up. An aspect of yourself is opening back up, is being made available to you again. These curses are being undone, and you're reclaiming what was yours. It's like the Holy Grail energy is what I'm getting from the cups here. But this is like your particular, whatever that is, whatever that means to you. A light's being shown on something. It's like spiritual talismans are coming through. If you have a talisman, something that you work with, something that's come through to you in a vision, even in like a past life regression or something like that, that's going to be significant. It's almost like something that was stolen from you in a sense is being returned. And doors are going to be opening. Doors within your own heart, doors within your mind that lead to external doors and opportunities. That helps you to remember how powerful you are. Help you to remember your joy, to taste the sweetness of life again. For some of you, I feel like it was almost a curse. I know this sounds weird, but of unhappiness or lack of fulfillment, inability to be fulfilled, or maybe to feel deserving of fulfillment, of lack, always feeling like you're lacking. We got the devil underneath that, right? That's the energy of the binding, right? Those bindings are being released now. Notice the door to the cage is open. But you have to be the one to walk through the door, to walk out. It's like the temptations are being issued in the form of temptations to stay existing in a lower energy, in a lower frequency, to stay in this energy of like self-pity or delusion, illusion, the illusion that you are not powerful, right? The illusion that you are lacking. But you have the choice to dispel that illusion, to no longer function within that illusion, to be the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of Capricorn energy here too. I'm feeling like the Pluto and Capricorn transit that just completed. All right. So that's a message for somebody there. Clear. Let's close with a couple of cards here. A couple crystal cards. Hello, Persian Princess. Hello, Leors. All right. What crystal wants to work with us as we're moving through this gateway of energy? Ravens could also be significant for somebody. I'm being called to my Raven's head crystal that I was gifted recently in Glastonbury. All right, so we have dioptase and moldavite coming out. A lot of green for that heart chakra. I love it. Yes, dioptase is the healing heart, and moldavite, of course, is the star child. It is the crystal that assists with change, high frequencies, right? It is the crystal that, wasn't it formed when a comet hit the earth? Somebody let me know. Michael, if you're still on here, let me know in the chat. But it is the crystal for star children to help them to become accustomed to life on earth. So that can be helpful, I'm feeling, for all of us who are feeling that, we're feeling that longing for home and those memories becoming more accessible of what it was like before the matrix was inverted, right? And we're finding that much more difficult to exist within the matrix, to dream within the confines of the matrix, right? Because we're remembering that. So the moldavite's going to help to bridge that frequency and lift us into that reality where we're able to manifest, create, and dream from that reality. So dioptase, we're going to start out with, and there is light language on those cards, so take that in. And we're going to see, oh, this is, releasing resentment, anger, judgment. I love this. I'm going to read this. So it says, feel my touch. Let it open the emerald green stairs into your heart, and together let us ascend then slowly. For today, there is only completion and healing. I ask you now to look back in anger, resentment, and judgment no more. For I have come to lovingly guide you in the art of focused manifestation, of which your life is the result. Remember, the heart is pure beyond the veil of self-judgment, and together we will lift it so. Through your own emerald eyes, you will see the perfection that you are. Feel the emerald shower of my compassion surround you and let it detach you into freedom. I hold the pure healing intent of the green ray at your disposal, anchored into the black of the earth. In my presence, the lightning flash of emerald light has healed the scars of the heart and now lives in you. Allow me to ground the basis of love, physical and unconditional. Let them find their home within you, completing the cycle of the ages in the now and anchoring permanently in the hearts of all you touch, the blessing of the infinite one. That's powerful. It's similar to emerald, but its color ray structure is green and black as opposed to green and clear with emerald. This makes dioptase more opaque and allows it the ability to anchor the green healing ray deeper into physicality. It's the most potent stone for healing the heart. Let's see. It teaches the importance of compassion, non-attachment, and non-judgment. All things that we need, right, as we're aligning with that higher timeline. It is perfect for healing relationships where there's a lack of understanding and poor communication. But it comes into its own after relationships where it acts as an unconditional light, sealing the halves of a broken heart together in a flash of green lightning. Ooh. It's wonderful for healers that have done too much. So a lot of people on here and allowed themselves to become burnt out, thus losing the healer identity. Oh, this is so perfect. It balances sensitivity and self-judgment, then reignites the healer for the good of all, including the self, often with new skills. Dioptase can also be coupled with petrified wood and double terminated quartz crystals to powerfully remember past lives. So this is really assisting us with everything that 3i Atlas is bringing through as well, right? These memories, these codes within our DNA, unlocking this releasing of density, this opening of the heart chakra, anchoring this energy, this high vibrational energy into this dimension. All right, this is so powerful, so perfect. Helps with headaches and migraines. We were just talking about that earlier. All right. As well as HIV and AIDS, which is interesting. So this could be helpful. I'm feeling in beginning to heal and reduce the effects of the VA, right? Let's see. In Atlantean times, just as we were also talking about, dioptase was known as the Earth Emerald and was used to unlock the heart, to reveal and train one in their true healing gifts, something that is still available to do today when we are ready. In Atlantis, dioptase was a crystal of the 11th city, Shambhala, and was only worked with directly by high priests and priestesses of that city. Dioptase is one of the many crystals in Atlantean times that were usually only worked in trinities, specialized sets of 3 stones that complemented each other in their healing action. Its healing ability was greatly respected and very well known. The action of dioptase at its highest spiritual level is known as the process of resurrection or rebirth, but it can only do this after the release or death of something important, which is what we're doing right now. Come on. All right. Important ancient Atlantean masters that were high priestesses and priests of the crystal dioptase in the 11th city Shambhala include Kuan Yin, Isis, Sananda or Jesus, Yeshua, Akhenaten, the Lady Tara, and Archangel Mary. They still all answer in its frequency. I just got to chill there. And the message is, on this day, the heart will be healed. Wherever dioptase goes, broken hearts are healed and carried into understanding. The presence of this crystal for you indicates some of the many lessons of love are ready to be embraced. Compassion, patience, non-judgment, listening, truthfulness, non-attachment, equality, and respect are all good starting points. I can't even say it. Equanimity, that wanted to come through as well. Dioptase has come to hold the heart open. She indicates a new relationship or path of love, but remember, for new things to occur, one must be prepared to look forward, take action, and free oneself of attachments and, what were we talking about earlier? Expectations. Dioptase can also present when you have allowed others to cloud your judgment, so sit quietly, alone, and make your decisions. The crystal's presence tells you have the answers. The above mentioned are your hearts and listen. And the affirmation is, I am all loving, pure. Were we not just talking about purity? And for those of you who, when we were talking about the curse, remember the curse from Atlantis times? If you resonated with that, meditate with dioptase. I'm feeling like that will assist you in breaking that curse and moving beyond that. That's really powerful. And what did it say to pair it with, was it double terminated quartz and what else? Let me find that here. Petrified wood and double terminated quartz. that could be powerful. And something black, I'm feeling, like obsidian onyx. Let's see. So it's powerful when placed at the heart chakra, the earth star chakra, or held between the hands at the heart in prayer. It can be placed under candles in the center of a table before communication relevant to relationships to deliver honesty and truthful outcomes. And it also says you can give this card to loved ones to protect them during travel. The allow a stubborn heart to freely give love trinity is dioptase at the lower left side of the chest, kunzite on the heart chakra, and pink tourmaline on the lower right side of the chest. Lie, breathe, and relax. So that could resonate for somebody. Now we're going to read about everybody's favorite, Moldavite. Every starseed's favorite, right? Moonstone just passed me. That could be powerful for some as well. So here is the card for Moldavite. Am I back? Annika said I was buffering. Somebody let me know. And I also want to say, Beholder, you said your handle changed. Who were you before? I'm back. Okay, perfect. Let's see. So Moldavite says, and the master crystal deva of Moldavite is Elamra. Elamra says, children of the stars, hear my call. I have come with love from the homeland. In this, the necessary light transition of planet Earth and the human race. Step into my green robe. Let my embrace be the doorway to the place of your true origin and birth. Let tears fall no more in longing to return, as separation is an illusion to which I will bring light. Draw from my glow the pathways of activation that you have come to complete. Let your gifts be free to manifest in this earth cycle to which you are tied. As I was at the beginning, at completion, I will be there to carry you home to the glory of the stars, a homecoming of the ages. Let us release the gifts now from their prison and shower the universe in the unity of light realized, sacred and whole. Isn't that so beautiful, right? Let us release our gifts now from their prison and shower the universe in the unity of light realized, sacred and whole. Hello, Teresa. Let's see. And I love this. It says, Moldavite has been very misunderstood in our modern world. Most people believe she is here to offer a higher frequency for us to explore, when in fact she sees her role as more of grounding. As Star Child, the simple purpose of Moldavite suggests, this beautiful bottle green gemstone that fell from the sky is the result of a call that the earth put out to the universe for assistance with the children of light, often referred to as indigo children, crystal children, rainbow children, etc. I call them sometimes the next generation of them, the ultraviolet children. Moldavite is actually green obsidian with a starry origin. As Moldavite enters our world, it is bombarded by gases which give rise to a beryllium-10 isotope. The rare isotope potently affects the human body, allowing a powerful energy transition into the space between frequencies. Moldavite thus is the stone of the space between frequencies. It allows separate frequencies to enter oneness where free will has yet to be mastered. Interesting. To those familiar with these spaces, the new children, it brings great grounding and understanding of the laws of a duality-based world, opening potential for healing. To those not used to these spaces, Moldavite places you within them, a state many call a high frequency, but in reality is just no frequency. Interesting. Of the many Star Child symptoms that Moldavite seeks to correct, the most important ones are mental and relate to the inability to hold their expanded spiritual consciousness within the physical brain, which leads to imbalance and malfunction. All right. And so this is really reminding me of, I talk all the time about how we'll never be able to perceive consciousness fully because of the limitations of our human brain. This is interesting. This is going to allow us to open up to the ability to view and experience different levels of consciousness and perspective. Moldavite often encounters one that is unwilling to live, inwardly lost, separate, isolated, disgusted, and unwilling to accept earth life. Then as Moldavite works its magic, the star child becomes accustomed to physical earth life and accepting of its limitations. They discover the joys of free will, and slowly a passion to create a better world emerges. So the Moldavite's going to be really helpful for those of us who are feeling disenchanted, discouraged, tired, right? Like we just want to throw in the towel because we've worked too hard for too long, who are like feeling like our purpose, our mission is feeling fuzzy. We're not connecting with it. We want out, right? We're remembering home and we want out. This is going to help us to ground home into this planet and to have acceptance for this experience and to really find the joy and the sweetness like we talked about. Let's see. Under Moldavite's guidance, they take new, brave, and original paths, breaking out of their shell and delivering their abundant individual gifts to the world. Eventually, when time allows, Moldavite is here to ensure they become the teachers of a better way for us all. It should be known that every person on Earth today below the age of 20, at some stage in their life, will need to interact with Moldavite's frequency. And this book was written a while ago. So let me see when this book was written. 2010, I think. Yeah, 2010. So anyone who was 20 or below in 2010 is going to need to interact with Moldavite's frequency at some point during their life. And anyone here as well, right? Regardless of when you were born, because you are one of these, you are a starseed through and through. Arguably, we all are, right? All of our origins are not necessarily here, but you are very strongly that starseed lineage. The force is strong within the ones on this channel, right? Within the chosen ones, we could say. I hate that term, but you know what I mean. All right. Let's see. Remember also that although Moldavite has come to assist the children of light, she is also a powerful healer for any of us that can identify with their healing gifts. We should note that the children of light have been coming to our world for quite some time. Here we go. And it is common to meet a 50-year-old in desperate need of Moldavite's sacred embrace so they may finally feel at home and on Earth. Moldavite is a powerful communication stone between the people of Earth and intergalactic races. It activates telepathy and higher mental abilities. Physically, Moldavite is a great aid in all forms of autism, epilepsy, brain imbalance, and malfunctions. Because some say that autism and these things also are an effect of some of these children that just can't quite calibrate to this frequency, this lower dimension. Let's see. If Moldavite has landed in your life today, you are being asked to give thanks and spend a little time recognizing the joys of physical life here on the planet Earth. The gift of free will should be understood, for it is the creative principle behind life and the same vessel via which you may have everything you desire. Moldavite is a positive energy in your life on this day, indicating a gift, skill, or path that has been lying dormant within your spirits, has been triggered into manifestation by your recent action or perhaps lack of it, which is interesting considering how we were talking about being guided to rest right now. Its energy signals growth, renewal, and change. Something that was put in place long before your birth into this world is about to be realized and manifested. I'm going to read that again, if I can find it. Something that was put in place long before your birth into this world is about to be realized and manifested. Spend some time in the glory of nature, recognize the diversity and brilliance of Earth, and give thanks for your life. It is at the peak of your celebrations that all will be revealed. And the affirmation is, physicality holds a greatness only those that embrace purpose ever see. Whew. There we go. Perfect, right? I'm going to find my Moldavite. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. I took it with me on my first trip to Sedona to charge it up. And I took a friend's with me too, and she had a shop. a cannabis shop, and she sold lots of crystals too. So she had a massive piece of moldavite, like that big, that I brought with me too. I was wearing them both around my neck the whole time I was there. Oh, it's a beautiful stone. Dioptase. I don't think I have any dioptase, but now I really would like that too. Those crystals sound so perfect for everything we're going through right now. I was just feeling that incredible energy of some sort of gift. You're right on the cusp of receiving something so powerful that you've worked so hard to align yourself with. You've released so much, you've healed so much, you've let so much go in order to create the space for this blessing to materialize. And it is so close. And now all you have to do is relax. Just relax and be open to receive. And isn't it great to realize that or to hear that? Because honestly, like I've been saying, and I know many of you are right there with me, like that's pretty much all that I have the energy for right now. Right? I love you all so much. You're so beautiful. Moldavite would be a great addition to your UFO plume. Michael, wearing mine every day. Of course you are. Oh, yeah. Moon and Gemini. I love it. Love it. I'm a Cancer rising, so I feel the moon cycles pretty acutely. And Moon in Gemini is my favorite moon. It's probably because my Venus and my Lilith are in Gemini. And my Chiron. Yeah, it was the full moon in Gemini was conjunct my Chiron. That was fun. That was a fun moon for me. A lot coming up on that one. All right. Ooh, very nice, Tammy. I love that for you. Beautiful. All right, you all. Thanks for hanging with me. Hang in there. It's so good for me to do these live streams with you all too, because it reminds me that everything I'm going through is normal. Because sometimes, like, I really like when we get in those downward spirals, those downward slopes, those little mini dark nights of the soul that I was talking about. It really does make you question everything, right? That's the purpose. That's like the definition of it, right? But it's all par for the course. We're all right where we're supposed to be right now. December is a wild card. All right, just run with it. Know it, accept it. Try not to get thrown too far off your center. When you veer off, just veer back. All right? There's going to be detours. There's going to be just unprecedented, unexpected shit coming up. And there's going to be a lot of our own shit coming up too. And it's just ride the wave. Just ride the fucking wave. That's all we can do. Remember, the frequency of your heart, what is true within your heart is all that matters. That's the only frequency that's really being read when we're talking about the timeline shift. Every single person who is still watching this video, your heart is beautiful. It is pure. You have the deepest desire within your heart for healing, for yourself, for humanity, for good, to see good prevail, for miracles. You are wired for miracles. That's why you're here. You are the miracle. You are a walking miracle. And I know a lot of times that we don't feel that miraculous, and life doesn't feel that miraculous either. All right. We're in the process of seeing through the illusion. But sometimes we get thrown deeper into it as we're making our way out. You're going to be okay. You are okay right now. Everything is as it should be. When you are fully reborn on the other side of this portal, you will understand why everything that you thought was meant for you didn't work out. You will understand why doors got slammed in your face. You will understand why you experience disappointment after disappointment, challenge after challenge, heartbreak after heartbreak. All of the rejections will, because you are being preserved for something better. To reclaim the truth of who you are and nothing less is acceptable for you. All the dreams that are dying right now are making way for the truer dreams to emerge. Most of us were dreaming too small. Remember, we were dreaming within the confines of the matrix. Dream bigger, dream beyond. Right? This new moon in Sag conjunct the galactic center is going to be so good for that. Okay. Purge, release, clear, ride the wave. And especially when we get into that 19th through the 22nd, 23rd, 24th window. Visualize, meditate. Tap into your heart. Let it all go. That's what Spirit's saying. Let it all go. Every last idea about who you are, about what you want, about what you need, let it all go. Let it all wash away. What is left in the wake of all of that is the truth. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.